I've just spent my entire day dreaming, writing, and reading the whole day. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. So, today, I thought it would be fun to vlog slash take you along with me on this super exciting journey. I thought it might be fun to spend the day doing what I love most. I'm not gonna lie, I've been in just a bit of a writing slump. My mission is to write as much as possible today. I haven't written, I've journaled, but I haven't written anything concrete in a really long time, and that's just not cool with me. And the best way for me to get out of a writing slump is honestly to read as well. Reading gets me out of writing slumps. I have lots of plans for today for what I would like to write, and I will be reading as well, and maybe even reading to you if I come across a passage or a poem that I really like and I feel like you guys would like too. I don't know, it's gonna be like a fun at-home spend the day with me vlog. Me trying to tap back into my creative flow. She's somewhere deep down in here. I just gotta get her out. Creativity is like a muscle. You have to work it out. If you go long periods of time without creating, or in my case without writing, it's really hard to get back into it. That's the mission today. Alright y'all, Operation Let's Write. I'm gonna start off my day with writing down some positive affirmations, some manifestations, some things that make me feel grounded, just a good way to start off my day. Alright y'all, apologies if you can hear all the birds. They're with us today. It is currently 9:33. You can't see this, but 9:33 in the morning. Still getting an early jump on the day. I have my second cup of coffee here because everyone knows that this is writer's fuel. I'm going to be reading Normal People by Sally Rooney. I know, I am extremely late to this train. I am an Aquarius by nature, so when things are really popular, a lot of the times I will avoid it altogether or just push it off. I'm not trying to be oh, I'm so quirky, I'm so different, but I literally just, something about it, I'm ugh, everybody likes that. But my best friend Madison literally was this is her favorite book of all time, and this is her copy. She lent it to me. Thank you. So I'm finally gonna get a jump on this. I'm finally gonna join the Normal People train. I don't really know what this is about. I know it's about bird, excuse me. I know it's a love story. That's about all I know. If I get bored with this, I really want to start a new poetry book. I've been rereading Sylvia Plath way too much, and it's kind of becoming an obsession. So I really need to branch out to different poets. My boyfriend actually got for me on our anniversary. This is I Always Carry My Bones by Felicia Zamora. This is a book of poems. I have yet to start this one as well, but usually when I spend a day reading or writing, something that really helps my writing is to consume other poems. That's kind of the plan today. I'm gonna read these two books, hopefully inspiration striking and me picking up the pen and getting all the creative energy out of my system. Think of this as like jumping a car, like I'm jumping my creativity. Cat? Excuse me.
I think it's strange you never knew. A stranger's light comes on slowly. A stranger's heart without a home. You put your hands into your hair, and then smiles cover your fade into you. Strange you never knew.
Okay, so about an hour has passed and I've been reading Normal People. I'm on page 61 as of right now. First of all, it is entertaining. Madison was right in the fact that once you start, you don't want to stop. You just want to keep reading. I can heavily relate to this type of high school relationship. I think throughout the book, they move on to college and adulthood and things, so right now I'm in like the stage of them being in high school. But it's so real in the way that teenage boys quite literally cannot think of anything but themselves and their reputation and how liked they are by their friends. I feel like Sally Rooney did a really good job at like writing that feeling of being a girl who likes a guy who is embarrassed of you. Girls who stick out from the crowd, girls who are confident in themselves. Teenage boys quite literally like don't know how to handle girls who know themselves and aren't living for the male gaze. I'm also excited to watch the TV show on Hulu because I've heard that that TV show is like excellent and like really expands the novel in a lot of ways. It's such a harrowing experience as a young girl to fall in love for the first time, and especially with a teenage boy, because teenage boys are quite literally the epitome of they don't even know what they want. I'm getting kind of hungry, so I'm gonna put this down and go make something to eat. I'm definitely feeling like I want to start writing soon. I'm feeling the creative energy flow. Reading is like food for your brain, but I need food for my body, so.
Hey bunny, please grab that knife right there. Take it to the playground and the fair. Hey bunny, don't you wanna rip off your fingernails? Let the maggots feast while you rot in jail. Hey bunny, what the hell is wrong with eyes? I wanna scratch myself with infected eyes.
Whenever I was eating my lunch, I found myself starting to cry. That's what I've been doing a lot these days, is crying. Well, what I should really say is I found myself daydreaming, drifting off, and thinking about the future, which is something that I've been doing a lot of these days as well. And I have so many dreams. I have so many things that I want so desperately. The not knowing how it's gonna come into fruition and the letting go of control put me in somewhat of a tailspin. I just like don't know how to get to where I'm going. I know what I want to do. I know that I'm doing as much as I can right now. How is it all gonna happen? I don't know. And it's like just been a state of survival. I've been in a state of survival for so long. And whenever you're in a state of survival, it's easy to drift off and dream of the things that you want. I dream a lot. I dream so much. Lately, all I do is dream. I want this channel to take off, and I want to grow a community of people that share the same interests as me, and people who are like-minded and creatives and dreamers and empaths, and I want to create that community so badly. And I want to move out of this town. I want to pick everything up and go where the opportunities are, wake up every morning and be able to create. And I don't know how any of it's gonna happen because I'm in a state of survival. I'm in a state of not knowing, and it's like it's an overwhelming emotion, and it's something that I don't know. I kind of want to just ask you guys, like, what are your dreams? Please tell me in the comments below, what are your dreams? What are you doing to work towards them? What do you wake up every morning and do to step closer to your dreams? And also, I want to hear from anybody who has made their dreams come true. Did you have a dream that came true, and how did you do it? I feel like there might be some words of wisdom that somebody can offer me. The comfort that I'm seeking right now is there might be some words that I need to hear. But in the meantime, I just like word vomited this poem/journal entry, and I wanted to read it to you today. I titled it Survival because that's kind of the state of being I've been in lately, and that's kind of the feeling I'm feeling. That's how I'm describing my life in one word right now, is survival. Whenever you are without the adaptation of it all, you lose tiny things along the way. A trail of breadcrumbs mirroring the younger me, the safer me, the me that slept at night without a tear in sight. Now you see that I am indeed without emotional security, so I've lost boundaries. It slipped through my grasp before I even got a clear vision. I lack a home of my own. I've been borrowing and sleeping and trying to be quiet. Do not disturb. I no longer exist loosely. I no longer breathe deeply. I left it there on the street near the whispering pine trees. I can't provide food of my own. When you're in the state of survival, you most of all lose preference. You've forgotten the very meaning of the word. What would you like for dinner tonight? Oh, whatever you want is just fine. I'm just glad to no longer be hungry. How do I quit dreaming? Is wanting more a bad thing? Wanting more is painful. All I can do is keep creating. That's all I'm gonna do. Keep writing. Actually, I'm gonna sit down right now and keep writing. This is clearly my favorite spot outdoors, which is why I've been out here all day. It's a little too early to have wine, so grape juice, but wine comes later. Anytime you're sad, just put on Father John Misty. Cures the mood, babes. Cures the mood. A lot of people ask me what my writing process is, and let me tell you what, it is not a thing of organization. Like this poem, for example, I just completely word vomited it out of a few different notes in my notes app on my phone. You can't really predict when you as a writer are gonna think of something. So I have a lot of poems in my notes app, but I also just have a lot of like keywords, and sometimes I'll just take it all and I'm like, there's like a common theme here, and it's usually reflecting whatever's going on in my life. So a few words that I had saved in my notes app that I put into a poem just now, and I mean it is a rough draft, so it's not anywhere close to done or perfect, but I want you guys to kind of see my writing process and like how I do things. So I wrote down a few keywords before I wrote this poem. 12th house stellium because I'm a 12th house stellium in Aquarius, and I wanted to put that in a poem. And I wrote down fate, all encompassing of my current worries, like what is my fate? I don't know. Creation reaches its sentimental talons into my ever-bleeding heart. It's red with O negative and passion. I was chosen. The written words of my poetry hung delicately between the stars above. Talent is not self-imposed, but an olive branch in the beak of a holy dove. 12th house stellium. A water bearer, a revolutionary. I hold it right here inside of me. It blooms uncontrollably. It's a fate of worldly responsibility and earth-shattering melancholy. It's rare, so I guess I consider it a gift, though slightly sadistic. Art is a product of suffering, therefore I must suffer. There is no other way for a woman like this. I have just one wish. Can I write without crying? Can I speak without dying? Or is the story of my life written before I have a chance to grab the pen? I don't know. I kind of like that one. It's a little different for me. It's a lot more existential. Well, I guess a lot of my writings are pretty existential, actually, now that I think about it. I'm going to continue to work on it and perfect it. I might swap out some words here and there. I might add something later to it, like another stanza. Stunning. So stunning. I'm so lucky to live here. Alright y'all, I'm gonna end this vlog here. Thank you so much for spending the day with me. It's okay to carve time out to dream. It's okay to carve time out for your passions. I'm really excited to finish Normal People. I actually didn't even pick up the poetry book I was planning on reading because this was so enjoyable and I wanted to keep reading this. I'm just gonna eat some dinner and then take a shower, but I loved spending time with you guys and much more exciting and action-packed vlogs to come. Bye! See you next time.